Days after 13 Investigates exposed continued dangerous conditions for teens in Texas foster care, a federal judge says that she had seen enough.
That's right. The judge abruptly ended a two-day hearing after just a few hours yesterday, saying it's time for CPS to find solutions that will keep kids safe. Ted Oberg joins us now to explain how CPS is reacting. Ted?
Eric and Gina, this hearing was supposed to allow CPS brass to tell the judge about progress it's made to get kids out of dangerous places, but there clearly wasn't enough of that progress. In the middle of the first day, Gina, as you said, the judge said she'd heard enough finger pointing between state agencies and told the adults to find solutions that will help Texas kids. This hearing came after 10 years of back and forth in this case between lawyers for Texas foster children and the state agencies that are supposed to care for them. In our investigation just days ago, we found this long-term problem is now a crisis. Dozens of kids every night in the Houston area sleeping in offices years after CPS said it was trying to stop that practice. Worse than that, CPS's own documents showed kids in CPS care getting drunk, threatened with guns, and according to HPD, one child in foster care was shot in the head attempting a carjacking. Court-appointed monitors found their own instances of mistreatment and neglect, and the judge suggested the state's explanation for some of it was just shameful. The lawyer suing the state on behalf of foster kids told the head of CPS on the witness stand, "You are failing these children, but without placements by not putting them in a safe place to live." And while her lawyers and staffers tried to blame other agencies and even the judge's rule, the head of CPS, Jamie Masters, you can see it there, admitted in court, "I do feel like I'm failing these children." After hearing that, the judge told her to get to work, getting Governor Abbott's blessing and then find solutions to this crisis. Gina and Eric, time simply not on these kids' side.
And you know, Ted, this is a challenging story for a broadcast journalist to tell because obviously we can't show pictures of the children. We're talking about kids who don't have time to wait in these unsafe places. So when will these solutions be found?
It's not clear that Governor Abbott has yet given his blessing, Gina, which I think is the first thing that needs to happen before CPS and Health and Human Services can work with lawyers for these kids to find solutions. The other thing that's really confusing is why, after 10 years of digging in their heels and fighting this case, CPS would all of a sudden be able to find a solution that's escaped them so far. As we say, the kids just don't have time, and they've got to get to work quickly. Well, the lawyers, Eric, are optimistic.
Yeah, optimistic, at least good at this point. That's all you can be. But your investigation, as you noted just a second ago, also found that the kids, a lot of them, some anyway, routinely sleeping in hotels with undertrained CPS staffers. Now, the head of CPS also admitted that that is a failure as well.
Yeah, she called the training for these folks who are watching kids in hotels inadequate. Keep in mind, this is the woman who's supposed to be in charge of finding these solutions. Failing the kids and inadequate training. Came out yesterday in court. Before you watch kids in CPS training, they get an hour's worth of training on video. That's it. That's the agency that's watching these troubled teens in foster care. They certainly need to get to work, stop going to court, and find something that'll help these kids once and for all.